The Fall Symposium, the North Carolina Consortium for International and Intercultural Education, which was hosted by North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, featuring keynote speaker William McKee. William McKee starts off his presentation sermon style to highlight his symposium points.
And how much time do I have? Oh, my daddy was a Baptist. That's going to be tough for me. But I'm going to make it work. So, an impromptu little piece of data I want to get from everybody. So, we have an old saying in hip-hop, we say, get into it, get involved.
Throughout the symposium, Mr. McKee asked a lot of engaging questions regarding artistry and global impact.
I gotta ask you. By a show of hands, or write this down. Who studied abroad before? So I see one hand out of about 30. That's deep already. A couple more questions, then I'm gonna say I'm gonna do about an hour, then we'll be done. That was a joke. Come on. Where is the rapper / producer Future from? Atlanta. Good gracious.
He also mentions how the North Carolina State Department launches a program for global artistry.
Because diplomacy seems to not be working. Because everywhere we look, there are wars and rumors of wars. So I think they're pulling back to Louis Armstrong's West Africa trip, where he played his horn all over West Africa and brought together people that couldn't be brought together in colloquiums.
He goes on about the shortcomings of federal funding for HBCUs.
Most of the time, they just give some money to Howard because it's a short drive. It's about 5 miles from the Rayburn building or whatever building the legislation is coming out of on Capitol Hill. But we want to spread the wealth to you. The rapper Nas once said, "Whose world is this?" His retort was, "The world is yours. The world is yours if you seize it." I have hip-hop moments, forgive me.
He wraps up his speech mentioning Dr. Jonetta Coles' 4 F's that prevent African American students from studying abroad. They are family, finances, friends, and faculty.
I'm going to leave you with this one. I forget the rapper that said, and I didn't plan to do hip-hop today, it's Professor Hooker's fault, because he digs in the crates. Y'all know about this show? Your network is your net worth. And that's it.
Students at McKee gave the opportunity to answer a few interview questions and the purposes for the symposium.
Studying abroad means taking the opportunity to go get culturally immersed in another country, where you will learn about different languages, different things that a culture does, politics, all things about that country that you traditionally wouldn't be able to get from just learning from a textbook.
Okay, my name is William McKee, and today I'm honored to represent the North Carolina Consortium for International and Intercultural Education as we come and spread our message of international education, public diplomacy, and goodwill towards all right here in Aggie land at North Carolina A&T State University. Quite the honor. I'm overjoyed right now. We used to talk about globalization and international affairs as a futuristic thing. It's our reality now. It's now here. Financial markets is no dichotomy between domestic and global. Markets in Asia affect our markets directly. So when students are in interviews and being asked about global affairs and they're knowledgeable of such, then their likelihood of being hired ramps up exponentially. So for jobs and vocational proficiency, studying abroad is the North Star. It's the gold standard. Stevie Wonder had a song where he said, "Love is in need of love today." War has become the order of the day. So we need a new cohort of students that are not just global tourists, that don't just want to post their favorite meal on IG and kick their shoes off in tropical locations. We need peacemakers. We need people that will spread public diplomacy in such a way that binds are tied and that people see the commonality in each other. And that's not cliche. And I always had dreams of going to sub-Saharan Africa and playing a humble role in bringing us together and making peace. And so it's been my lifelong mission. When I worked at the Phelps Stokes Fund, I was blessed to be a part of our work in Liberia, West Africa, and in Accra, Ghana, where we were the fiduciary stewards of the W.E. Du Bois Center in Accra. So being able to fulfill a dream and go there and sit on the Akan stool, the tribal stool that W.E.B. Du Bois sat on, and just kind of soak up that Akan energy, and was just a dream come true. So I'm kind of still figuring it out, still traveling my journey. And I'll say this, I learn as much from our students as I teach. As a noted professor said, to teach is to learn twice. And you all are so gifted with a unique perspective that we don't have. So, you know, that's the educational reason. But vocationally, I just wanted to be a part of making the world a better place. And public diplomacy was my avenue. And I'm not done yet. But in a book produced that was focused on a couple young people that had to dig for those diamonds. There's one, the book title is escaping me, but there was a part of the book where they said they would go into a resort of a rich British compound, and they used to have cable TV there. They didn't have it. As Professor Hooker said, they didn't have those means. We take it for granted. In this resort, Yo MTV Raps would come on around the poolside. So they learned of African American youth through rap videos. And so they thought everybody here was maybe like NWA on the West Coast. And I love those brothers, but that's just one aspect of our experience, right? So that was an example to me that people meet our art before they meet us. So a young person in West Africa may meet Kendrick Lamar and his songs before they meet William McKee, because Kendrick Lamar's worldwide reign is going to hit them first. So hip hop, it is, shout out to hip hop, its 50th birthday. To answer your question though, I think it hangs in the balance of messaging. Now there's one this aspect of hip hop that says, as Biggie Smalls said, we party in BS, which all people do. We have fun, we let our hair down, we do the thing. But African people are unique in the sense that our beats and our songs have a psycho-spiritual power that may not be the same as some other places. So to the degree that the KRS-One vibration of what he did in hip hop and how he used what he called edutainment, which is a combination of pedagogy and entertainment, those voices, I'm not saying they're non-existent, but we don't have enough of them. So I'm praying that a new cohort of conscious rappers, I like what's out here now and what they're doing. I'm not the old guy hating on that, but we do need to have a representation on the global sphere that represents us accurately and intelligently. You know, so I'm concerned about that. That's why I love your show, because you lift up the aspects of hip hop that are missing, and not many people, not many shows are doing that. They're just going after numbers, ratings, clicks, sponsorships, and that's all right, but not at my expense. If there's anybody that watches this and you want to be at a citadel of education that's world class, that's cutting edge, come to North Carolina A&T State University. It is a giant in our world of andragogy. So this is the place to be. I love Aggie Land. If a Winston-Salem State University round can say that, then it must be true. Come to A&T.